Frank knows it all. In a beautiful field far away from any towns lived a ton of bunnies. One of those bunnies was a little firecracker named Frank. I know, it's a funny name for a bunny, isn't it? You would think Hippity Hoppity or Jumpy Jumpy would be a perfect name for a bunny. But no, his name was Frank. This particular bunny knew everything. When he was hip-hoppeting around in the flowers with his friends, they would say, "Man, I wonder what kind of flower that is." "I know what kind it is," was always his answer. His friends would ask, "Well, then what kind is it?" But Frank would already be hopping away. Every time they went to play a new game, he would say, "I know how to play that." His friends would ask, "Well, how do you play?" But Frank would already be hopping away. Every time they thought of or saw something new, Frank always said he knew what it was and everything about it. Frank, though, would never tell his friends what it was or what he knew. He would always just hop away, which seemed a little weird to his friends. One day, his bunny friends got very curious as to why he always hopped away when they asked him to explain the things he knew. They decided to get together and talk about it. "Frank always says he knows what's going on. He knows this, he knows that, or knows how to play every game, but we just aren't sure." They decided to make up a new game and see if he knew how to play it. The thing about claiming to know things is that it will always be put to the test. They knew they were tricking him, and they felt bad for it as friends. They also knew Frank did not seem to be very honest with them. They just had to know the truth. They felt it was very important to be able to trust their friends. They made up a game and called it Fiddlesticks. They made all the rules, how to score points, how to play, everything. No one knew except for them. They called Frank over. "Hey Frank, we're going to play some Fiddlesticks." As usual, Frank's reply was, "I know how to play Fiddlesticks." The other bunnies scoffed. How could he possibly know how to play Fiddlesticks? They had just made it up. It would seem he was not telling the truth. His friends quickly made a circle around him so he could not hop away this time. "Hey, I have somewhere to be. I was hopping away. Move, please," Frank yelled at them, feeling trapped. One of the other bunnies said, "Well, we want you to tell us how to play this game. You seem to know everything, and we just want to learn too." Frank stammered and paused. Finally, he said, "Well, you get some sticks and you fiddle with them, of course. That's why it's called Fiddlesticks." All the other bunnies started laughing. Frank was feeling teased and embarrassed to the point you could see his cheeks turning red under his fur. He could not understand why they were laughing at him. His friends finally told him, "We just made that game up 5 minutes ago. No one else knows how to play except us, and that is not how you play Fiddlesticks. We started to think you have not been telling us the truth about all that you say you know. You always run away before we can ask and never answer us when all we really want to know is that you know too, so we can play together." Frank looked at the ground sadly. "Maybe you're right. I just wanted you guys to think I was smart, funny, and awesome enough. You guys would always want to be friends with me." The other bunnies giggled again and said, "Frank, we were already your friends, and we already thought you were super awesome, funny, and smart. You didn't have to lie to us just so we would be your friend. We just enjoy spending time with you for who you are, not for what you know." Frank was relieved. He apologized to his friends, and they forgave him, of course, as good teammates do. Then they taught him how to play Fiddlesticks. Turns out, when Frank admitted to not knowing how to play, he was able to learn how very quickly. Then, after he learned how, he got to play for longer instead of hiding in the bushes hoping no one would notice he didn't know all the things he said he did. After that day, he realized maybe it didn't matter what other people thought, because more confidence comes from being more proud of who you are than what you want to become. He also realized true friends won't think less of you over something that you don't know. The end. What did you learn from this story about honesty and telling the truth to others and yourself? It's important to be honest and important to be courteous, which means to be honest with yourself and those around you, to tell the truth. Should you lie to your friends just so they think you're awesome and smart? Should you tell people you know things that you do not? How would you feel if someone lied to you?